What's going on, everyone? Thanks for joining us for another episode of Royally Fucked. We take a look at this week's FOC books.
Hell yeah.
Marvell, how you guys doing this week?
I'm doing good, man. Life just got busy again. I'm hitting the road again next week. It's been a while since I've been on the road, so I'm looking forward to it. But then I'm going on holidays the week after, so I only have 2 days to pack everything, clean up the house. So it's been a little busy. But hey, guys, we always got to make time for comics.
Right. Marvell, how you doing?
Not bad. Weekend of nights again, but shouldn't be too bad. Except tonight, and then tomorrow I have off. But yeah, last night was ruining me.
Must have been a full moon, eh?
Yeah,
Right.
like every damn night.
Right.
Well, have you guys taken a look at the FOC this week? What'd you think?
I haven't until I was putting the slides together that you so graciously sent over. And it's a small week, at least for myself. There's not much I'm going to be picking up. There's a few interesting series coming out, a few cool covers, but nothing too crazy. So don't put your eggs all in one basket thinking there's going to be a lot this week.
Right.
Yeah, agreed. I find it's a very cover pickup type of week, and even then, not so many. So not too bad.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and say hello to people in the chat here before we jump in. I see we got Mr. Baker here as always. He said no spawn this week. Still no problem. He's here anyway. That is dedication, and we appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. And I see Pacino in here. What's going on, Pacino? How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and jump right into this FOC.
Let's do it.
Knock this out this week. So, first up, I'm sorry. Before we get started, I see we got Cliff on Comics. Just popped in.
What's going on, Cliff?
Comic Nation, how you doing this afternoon? All right. So, starting it off, we've got a new series from Image, Coda number 1. It's focusing on an apocalyptic fantasy world. It is a return from a previous series. I guess there's a previous volume of Coda or something like that. I haven't read it before, so I'm not sure how it is.
Yeah.
But, could be something to keep an eye on if you're into Coda.
Yeah,
possibly building on a story that's already out there and creating a bigger world. So might be something to it. You never know.
I'm hitting this with Cy Spurrier sometimes. I tried to read the stuff that he's doing for X-Men now, like The Way of X, all that stuff with Nightcrawler and stuff like that, and I think it just goes like above my head. So yeah, him doing a science fantasy type of thing, I don't know. So I mean, maybe I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna have to read the first series though to kind of
right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to check out the first series too before I jump into it, but we'll see. All right.
I've never heard of this before. Like that Coda series, I had never heard of it until you just mentioned it. So
me either.
I'll check it out.
All right. Next up, we've got House of Slaughter number 16 getting a second printing. So it's getting a second printing apparently because it's got the first appearance of Bait, one of the White Mask characters, a little bit of a fan favorite. So they're giving him a second print on the cover there. If you're into the Slaughterverse or whatever,
the Slaughterverse, I like it.
Yeah, it's Slaughterverse. I guess that's what we'll call it, right?
It is. It really is. I fell off of this House of Slaughter a while ago now, so I got to do some catching up. Are you guys currently reading this? How is the series so far?
I am currently reading it. I am an issue or two behind. Like I think the last one that I read was 15. I don't believe I've read 16 yet.
Okay. So you're pretty caught up, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's enjoyable. Yeah, I prefer the main run series, sure. But I get a good vibe from this new arc going into 16. So we'll see.
All right. Chef, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see like a little bit more. Like everything in House of Slaughter is just more like Aaron focused and like the Butcher and stuff like that. So like, when are we going to get like the meetup? Like when's Erica going to appear in this? But I mean, it's not bad. I think the popularity has really kind of gone down, and when's the last time House of Slaughter got a second print? Really, or even
Yeah, probably like the first issue or two.
Yeah.
Kenneth, how's it going this morning? All right. Next up, we've got more House of Slaughter, number 17. And the reason that we're mentioning this one is because it's got a Spot UV variant going on with this week by Paul Allen. So that's kind of neat. Might be worth checking out. Could be a dope cover. So, I mean, and it's following up on, obviously House of Slaughter 16, where we just got that first appearance of Bait. So, one to keep an eye on potentially.
All right.
I mean, as far as Spot UV covers go, I'm gonna
hit or miss.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just kind of meh for me. Like, not really sure what's going on there entirely.
Yeah, give me a foil. I'll take a foil.
Give me no gimmicks. Come on now.
Come on, man. You got to take the foil.
Sometimes we can have the gimmicks in there when it works, though.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I know dudes probably. I don't know. Are you excited for this one, or are you worried about this one? I gotta ask.
Honestly, I am not following this one right now.
Really? Aren't they like budget Power Rangers or something like that?
Kind of. Power Rangers, Gundam, whatever you want to call it.
No, they'd be like more like Voltron type,
Voltron, that's a good analogy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't do the fighting. That's all for the mech suits. I mean, yeah, I'm excited. The new series just dropped on Netflix on the 10th, so yeah, 2 days ago. I don't have Netflix anymore, so I'm going to need to find a way to watch it. So hopefully the links provide. So because I really want to binge watch all. I think it's 10 episodes. So
okay.
Yeah. And I mean, Greg Pak's writing it, and he's a fantastic writer. So
yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. I'm a Power Rangers fan. I didn't mind Voltron. Mech Cadets, we'll see. I'll hop on Netflix, give it a watch, and if it was good enough, I'll pick it up.
Hey, you never know. If it takes off, the second printing might be worth picking up a copy. So.
That's it. Exactly.
All right. Next up, we've got, of course, the obligatory Batman comic, Batman 137. Still got Chip Zdarsky on there and Jorge Jimenez. This is the Hispanic Heritage Month cover by Villalobos, and it's just a fantastic rendition of Bane.
Yeah, sweet cover.
I like that they're not doing problematic covers like they did last year.
Right?
What was the one? I think the one for Bane last year. I think he was like eating flan or something like that, or it was something totally out of character.
Yeah, I'm sure it was something ridiculously stupid. But yeah, last year their Hispanic Heritage Month covers left something to be desired for sure. This year, they're actually the ones that I've seen so far. I think the ones that I can remember offhand is this one and Blue Beetle, and both of them are just knocked it out of the park. So
yeah.
All right. Another Batman. We've got Batman Gargoyle of Gotham. So this is going to be like sort of a new Elseworlds sort of style take by Raphael Grandpa. He's going to be doing both the writing and the art on this. I know there's been a little hype behind it. I mean, obviously you got, this is just the A cover right there, and it's pretty fantastic. So
it's badass, man. It's really well designed and really well, drawn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there was a lot of hype on this, and honestly, it's just another take on Batman. I'm pretty much like the what is it, the Black Label type of book. So
yeah,
honestly, I don't really care for it.
Actually, it kind of has that vibe.
Yeah, I read story already, and it's okay. It's nothing all that brilliant or game changing, but yeah, for what it is, not bad.
Another bad title, guys.
It's the type of series that generally I would say I would probably be more content to wait on like the trade paperback or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, whenever you come out with a cover that is this awesome on just the A cover, you gotta pick up an issue, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we've got Birds of Prey #1. This one's been, I guess, a little bit controversial because we're getting a different cast of characters for the Birds of Prey.
Okay.
I think what it is that is it that there's no Harley in it, or no Oracle, or Batgirl, something like that. One of the characters, one of the mainstays of Birds of Prey, is not on the roster. I think actually
nice. That's definitely what you want to do, right?
All right. But you do get a whole roster of a bunch of different characters, which brings us to this big Barda cover by Archie. What do you think? You guys on board with the new Birds of Prey series?
I might give the first issue a read. Honestly, it's not really something I'd probably care for. A lot of the characters, they're very B-list for me. But yeah, if it wasn't Big Barda, who I don't care for anyways, then I just wish it was somebody else to really actually make me want to buy it. I love Art Germ. It's a fantastic cover, but would I pick it up? Probably not. But if it was someone like, I don't know, Harley, or even Black Canary, then possibly.
Okay. You guys know me. I'm not the biggest DC guy. Birds of Prey, even more so. But it is a beautiful Art Germ cover. If you're a DC fan, if you're a fan of Birds of Prey, and you like Art Germ, this is the cover for you. But for myself, I'm going to be passing on it.
Well, and I mean, the other thing is, Big Barda, she doesn't get a lot of covers, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I know she doesn't have probably a whole lot of fans out there. I'm sure there's some out there, so I think I'm going to grab it.
All right.
Just because,
Ooh, fuck yeah.
All right. So next up, we actually mentioned this one a little bit earlier. We've got Blue Beetle #1 coming out with a new series. Some potential first appearances, it sounds like, from the solicitations. And I should really go ahead and throw that disclaimer out here really quick. Whenever we go through these, obviously we take a look at the synopsises and the covers and everything like that. We tend to focus more on open order covers. But every now and then there's a book that maybe we don't make a slide for that has a sneaky first appearance or something in there. So it does happen every now and then, but we try and give you the best list that we can. So that being said, this one, it did sound like there is going to be some potential first appearances. It's following up from, I guess, the last series that we had some various colored Beetles show up.
Is that the graduation day one or whatever?
Yeah, I think there was like a yellow Beetle that showed up and another color that showed up or whatever. Yeah, so, I mean, maybe we'll turn the Beetles into Power Rangers.
Fuck.
Can we get them?
I don't know about you guys, but this cover's dope, man. Like, a cover alone. Is this the A cover?
No, this is actually, I believe, the B cover. I want to say.
So
yeah, it is
open order,
Yeah, it is an open order. There's also actually a one of those Hispanic Heritage Month covers for this one for Blue Beetle. I think it was also by Villa Lobos. It's another one that's just fantastic. But yeah, I saw this cover and I was like, okay, that's got a different vibe to it. It's really dope. So
yeah, I'm gonna pick this up on cover alone, and hopefully the story's good, and I'll continue.
Right.
Graduation day was not great. I think I got
it was not great.
The first 2 issues were okay. Then after that, I'm like, how long is this series? I'm like 6 issues. I can do it. So
yeah.
Did you make it or no?
What's that?
Did you make it to the end or no?
I did, and honestly, towards the end, I was kind of just speeding along. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I get what they're saying here. I'm like, okay, next panel. I'm like, okay. So,
yeah,
who knows?
I mean,
maybe next week I'll get renewed interest when the movie comes out. So who knows?
Right, it's possible. Maybe the series will be a little better too. So,
yeah,
we'll see. It's worth picking up the cover though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Next up, we've got Fire and Ice. Welcome to Smallville #1. This is a new miniseries focusing on Fire and Ice. They don't get a whole lot of focus to begin with either. So,
I've never heard of them.
Really? Okay, so they used to be.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not a DC guy, right?
All right, you remember the death of Superman?
Yeah.
When he fought Doomsday and all that?
Yeah.
There was a Justice League team. It was like the worst Justice League team ever, I think.
Okay.
But they were on it.
Really?
Yeah, they were a part of that. I think like Guy Gardner was part of it. Bloodwind, who was supposed to be somebody else, and then he ended up making Martian Manhunter or some shit. It was craziness. But yeah, it was kind of a B list of JLA characters.
They're farm team.
I have a feeling, it'll be more of a comedy style series. Yeah, because they're just kind of that type of character. They're more fun vibe and everything like that. So
I might have to check those out then.
Yeah, and we were talking about the gimmick covers earlier, so you get a foil by Nakayama here.
There we go. I saw that.
Right?
I'll get it.
Can't go wrong with that one.
Hell yeah.
Oh, this is not for me. I got no interest in this. I might skim through it just to see like the artwork and how much dialogue is in it. But if they're expecting me to know their history, I do not. So yeah, it better be an easy to read because I ain't interested in this. There was a really nice Bartel cover though, so maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, part of Justice League International. Yep.
Appreciate
Do
the
not
info.
believe they were killed by Doomsday. Most of the rest of them were, but all right. Next, we've got Poison Ivy for 14. Sorry, and this one is giving us the first appearance of a new rogue for Poison Ivy. Whoever that may be, didn't really specify, but another fantastic cover by David Nakayama. And I think he actually has another cover on this same issue that's like an incentive or something like that.
Yeah. Really? Okay. I can see that. This is dope, though, man. Like, her suit looks fantastic.
Have you guys been reading Poison Ivy? It's actually been really fucking good.
I haven't, but I've been meaning to because I know you keep saying it's fantastic, so I need to check it out.
Yeah, it's really good. I think it ends at 16 issues or something like that. Yeah, they did do the extension because it was selling so well. So yeah, it's gotta be.
We need to extend it again, man. To be honestly,
nice.
Because I just can't imagine that the people who were originally reading the series have fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they do tend to keep dropping at least like one or two really dope covers each issue. They probably get people that aren't even reading it to just go ahead and pick it up because it is such a nice cover. So
exactly.
Yeah, I would think Poison Ivy's still selling pretty decent for him, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully we get another volume or extension or whatever because G. Willow Wilson is killing it.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So now this one was just an odd one for me that kind of stood out. So Shazam #3, and it's just straight up like it didn't really say there was anything much going on in the issue. It's just this cover. It's a tiger sitting there with a couple other tigers, and he's like drinking some tea in a fucking business suit, feet in the water.
This is so irrelevant, you know.
I have no idea what is going on here. So I was like, I kind of want it.
That's fair. What would be cool if it was something for like like a national like habitat for tigers, or like some sort of donation or charity, or the prices, that'd be cool. But if it's just a random coverage of tigers for Shazam, man, what are you guys doing over there at DC?
I mean, they're getting me to buy it.
Whatever's in their coffee, I want it.
Whatever's in their tea, you want it. And you know what? Shazam's actually a really good series.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Wait a minute. Looks like we're getting some answers here. Tawny the Tiger is a major piece of the lore. Okay, so it is a character that has to do with Shazam. So, and I'm gonna assume, because I've never really seen the character that much before, that they don't get a whole lot of features on the covers. So
no, I would say not.
Probably not let the spotlight like this, but yeah, the series has been great. Mark Waid and Dan Moore, they're a fantastic team, and even like all the other variant covers are really good too. The what's his name, John Tim's one, that's a good one as well, and another Hispanic Heritage Month, really good.
Yeah, I will admit I do not know a whole lot about Shazam at all. But yeah, like like I said, when I saw this cover, it just stood out to me. I was like, okay, I got to find out what's going on here. Just pick this up anyway. And it's Chris Samney cover, so you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, he's literally an anthropomorphic tiger.
All right, next up we've got Superman number 6 getting first appearance of a new villain and a dope ass acetate cover. Are you guys picking up Superman?
Yeah, honestly, I've been reading this since it came out, and I've quite enjoyed it. The artwork is fantastic. The writing is great. And they've come up with some situations for Superman that actually might be difficult to handle, and he's not, too overpowered for. What gets me about this is it's an acetate cover, and I'm hoping, and I hope you guys, I hope we're all right here, is that the acetate is going to be, his regular shirt and his tie and all that. And you flip it, and he's in a Superman suit.
Actually, that's what it is.
Be, right?
This is the cover with the acetate on it, and then when you open it up, it's Superman standing there
in a suit.
Super suit. Yeah,
so, that's dope. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely picking this up, 100%.
Marvel, how you feeling?
Honestly, this has been a really good read. I didn't really read much of Superman or Action Comics before, but with the whole restart, I got onto it. And having someone like, I'm telling you, someone like Josh Williamson, he's a really good he's a really good writer for, you know, like if you want a nice intro to characters. That's what I did with Damian Wayne and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he's a great writer. I hope he sticks on for a little while.
I think I've really enjoyed pretty much everything that he's written that I've read anyway. Mm-hmm. Between him and Tom Taylor, man. Kill it.
I think Josh Williams is he not also doing Green Lantern as well?
Williamson or Taylor?
Joshua Williamson. I think he's doing the new Green Lantern run, isn't he?
I'm not sure.
I'll have
to check on that. All right. Next up, we've got a new series, Avengers Inc. #1. Variant cover here by Erica Durso. There's a couple other really good covers for this. It does say it's like a new style Avengers series. I think there was a cover that was like an homage to there used to be a TV show back in the day called The Avengers with I remember one of the characters, the female character's name was like Emma Pugh or something like that. But anyway, it was a really old TV show. I think it was like an homage to that or something. It kind of feels like, I don't know, maybe they're going for more like a detective sort of vibe to it, solving crimes and mysteries. And
different. It's different. I don't know if I like it, but it's different.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Cliff on here.
Yeah, this is not for me. I'm only buying the Alex Ross cover only because it has Marvel and Moondragon on. That's the only reason why I want it. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick this up. You have Janet Van Dyne. Like she's a superhero. She does not need to be, working as a detective. Like it's not for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I mean, you have Batman working as a detective every day.
I mean, true.
But I guess it's a little different. I do like this cover. I like a couple of the other covers, so I probably will end up picking up an issue of two of this. I just don't know how I'm going to feel reading the series. We'll see.
The cover is cool. You're right.
Yeah, I will check it out and give it a chance and hope for the best. But I'm kind of skeptical, like you guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Al Ewing on it, it's not bad.
Right. That should be a win.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we've got Alligator Loki #1, and we're getting the first appearance of Alligator Loki in print, actually. So this is actually a reprint of the webcomic, apparently. But it is going to be Alligator Loki's first appearance. So you guys on board with Alligator Loki?
We were talking gimmicks before, guys. This is just a different tactic.
Listen, don't you badmouth Alligator Loki.
I don't care. It's an alligator at the end of the day. I'm going to be passing. If it's a fun read, I'll go back and I'll pick it up. But I'm not picking it up solely on first appearance. Just don't.
It actually would be his second appearance because he did appear in Deadpool #3.
But did he have any speaking lines in that, or
No.
would that be a cameo then?
I guess I don't know.
Did he appear? So yes, he did. So that is his first appearance.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Listen, this is not
it's
our
sketchy.
whole, it's not a 181 debate. Listen, he appears in the book.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I read the first few chapters of the Marvel Unlimited series where this comes from. I don't think there's a lot of dialogue in it. Obviously, he doesn't speak anyway, so it's like that Jeff the Land Shark. It's just very flip through. It's a 5-minute read, then you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there was a whole lot going on.
I think this here, exactly like Circumstances said, it's probably going to be fucking hilarious. So, man, it's Alligator Loki. You know I got to pick it up. Right. We've got, here, this is a big one. People have been going nuts over this character.
Yeah.
Death of the Venomverse #4. This is the Croco design variant by Ken Nomura. And people are apparently loving Croco. Are you guys on board? What do you think? Death of the Venomverse series has been a pretty good read. So we'll say that.
I'm on board with this. I don't. It's hit or miss with me in the design variants, but this is creepy and cool at the same time, man. And series hasn't been too bad, so
yeah.
You know what?
I was pleasantly surprised that it's not as horrible as the other Venomverse series have been. So
exactly.
Marvel, how do you feel?
I do like that it is interconnected. Like they are weaving that together very well. Honestly, for the character of Croco, I mean, it's very blah to me. That 1 in 25 ratio of her cover, I literally have no clue why people are hyping it up so much. So, like the story was okay. Honestly, actually, it was barely even okay. I think people were trying to push that it was a good story just to keep that ratio afloat, but it's very basic. In all honesty.
You know what though? I think. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just help Marvel out. If anybody's watching, listen, man. You take this Croco character, and you team her up with what was her name? Man, Princess Spider-Man. I can't remember what we were calling her.
Spinster.
Yeah. Team them two up in a miniseries, bro. It will sell like crazy.
Fuck! Imagine.
I'm telling you, it would be a win. I'd buy it.
Yeah, it's fair.
All right. Next up, we've got Ghost Rider 18. Just a fantastic series, and this specifically is going to give us more information on the origin of Talia Warroad.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm reading this series every time it comes out. I had to do some catching up because I got set back a bit, but we're all good now. The covers have been fire since issue 1. They've been fantastic. It looks great in your collection. The story's great. And now we're getting what we wanted for the last 17 issues, basically. We're getting to know more about Talia. And I'm okay with it. She's been a big part of this series. She's going to continue being a big part. And I want more.
Yes, sir, Mr. Baker. That is, in fact, a Barron's cover.
Oh, yeah.
Marvel. If nothing else, you get a good Bajorn Barron's cover. Yeah, no, it's been really good. Even reading the Weapons of Vengeance, that the one-shot or whatever, it was really good. It blends in nicely to what's going on between Wolverine and Ghost Rider, both written by Ben Percy. So, yeah, pick that one up as well. And where they go from here, I don't know, but I'm excited to read it for sure.
Yeah, and Ghost Rider has just been one of the best series that Marvel's been putting out recently.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely worth grabbing. All right, we are getting Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi #1. Now, this is relevant because it's going to be a retelling of the TV show, but because of that, that'll give us the first appearance of Reva, the first sister, and of course, you've got a dope photo cover if you want to send it in to get it signed by Obi-Wan himself. I mean, you know what happens with them photo covers sometimes. So,
yeah,
there's a couple other covers for this that are pretty decent. Man, they did this with Mandalorian. I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for the characters showing up and stuff like that, and some of the covers, I really wouldn't care. I don't need a comic book retelling of a fucking series that I've watched on TV. I just don't.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man. I completely agree. Yeah, okay, I guess there was some hype with Mandalorian because, hey, we're getting the first Grogu comics, whatever. But now it's like, all right, the hype's over, guys. I don't want to read what I just watched. And truth be told, it wasn't like it was all right. It wasn't anything, life changing. Yeah, you're gonna get first appearance of Reva. That's about it, though. So,
but see, and that's the thing too, because Marvel is smart enough to know that, oh, hey, we just debuted this character in the TV show. We don't even have to fucking have anyone actually write a comic or anything, really. We can just write the story itself and people will buy it because it's the first appearance of this character. So,
yeah.
Or it's Star Wars, so people will just buy it anyways because it's Star Wars. But honestly, I didn't even know this was coming out. I didn't even know there was an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I have zero interest in this. And this cover is actually fucking terrible. Like when you buy those,
it is pretty bad.
Those like packs of stickers, and you have like the little character, and you just like kill him off. It looks like that.
Yep.
Yeah,
it does. It really does.
Really.
It looks terribly superimposed onto the background. So yeah, this is a hard pass.
Yeah, what can you do? Can't win them all, I guess. All right. Next up, we've got, this one sounds fun. We've got Werewolf by Night #1. This is a fantastic Adam Hughes variant. And I mean, basically, we're getting the team up from the TV show, but unlike the Star Wars, this is an all-new story. It's its own thing. So, what do you think? You guys picking it up? It's only a miniseries, so.
I'm going to pick it up. Honestly, I quite enjoyed the special presentation they did. And if it was anything like that, I'm going to enjoy this too. And hey, yeah, I'm here for the ride. It's only a mini, it's not going to hurt the wallet that bad. So I'm in.
I'm going to give it a read online. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be anything great. I think it's just going to be, the new villain. That's, the flavor of the mini, and that's about it. So I think we'll just get cool covers. I know there's some, Bill Sienkiewicz one, Sienkiewicz, whatever you want to call him. And I think there was another black and white sketch one. I'm not sure who the artist was. I don't think it was the Hughes one, but I mean, other than that, we'll see. I'm not really expecting anything out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, they put out a lot of these series, around the time when they do the TV show and everything, just to, of course, cash in on it and everything like that. And I mean, that probably is kind of what this is. I mean, the special was just out, knocked it out of the fucking park. So why not throw a Werewolf by Night comic book out there? It'll definitely get some sales. But it does become problematic because when you do that, if it's a good series, then great. But when it's bad, I mean, it does take a lot of hype away from the character, even in future use when you use them in the TV shows, everything kind of, for at least the actual comic book fans. The people that are just watching, they couldn't care less. But
and honestly, this comes out September 13th. Like you're a few weeks ahead. Like you could have done this. Like
you could wait until October.
Yeah, right around Halloween.
October, tied in with the Crypt of Shadows one shot, Blade, whatever's going on there. A little mini event thing, like a Midnight Suns mini event, but nope. September.
That would be cool. We'll see. All right. We got X-Men 25 getting a second printing. Also, going to throw a real quick mention that the X-Men Hellfire Gala issue is getting a second printing also. I just went with this one because this is where, Kitty, takes on the Shadow Cat identity, sort of, at least somewhat permanently, and just fucking wrecks shop. So it was a fantastic issue for Kitty. Not so much for the rest of the X-Men. But
yeah, really this one was really, really good. Yeah, Hellfire Gala plus I think Immortal came out. And then X-Men, those were really good
Mhm.
to read back-to-back issues for sure. Honestly, other than that, it's a second print with a color change, so man, there's not much standing out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on the second printing.
And also, Kitty's been Shadowcat. But it was Shadowcat
with a C.
with a C.
Yeah, with
Is
a
that
C.
just like some weird editing error? Now it's with a K. Like,
Yeah, now it's with a K, so it's way more dangerous because
that's a brand
There's-
new character. Ooh.
All right.
But yeah, X-Men currently is pretty great read. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. Interestingly enough, we've got Harriet
Holy shit.
Tubman, Demon Slayer #1, and I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so first of all, it's from Massive Publishing, which is Whatnot. I guess that's who they changed to. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were I believe they were Whatnot.
Really?
Yeah, it was formerly Whatnot.
Okay. But when I first saw this, I thought, oh, this is dying for a crossover with Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer. I mean, we got to cross them over at some point, right? You got to get the rights to that character and just have them meet up.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like a win. But I'll be completely honest, and being as it was one of the Whatnot comics, you know how they do a lot of the different covers, video game homages and stuff like that. I really wasn't all that interested in any of them until I saw, of course, this one, the Punching Hitler cover, the homage to Captain America. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up just on the strength of this cover. That's about all I've got for it.
Cover and title.
Right?
Yeah, I'm picking this up.
This is the second volume because I know there was
Is it
an original volume that came out in like I don't know, like 2015, probably something around then. And this is actually going to be a Disney Plus series.
what?
Yeah. It even
Get the fuck out of here! Are you serious?
Yeah, it even says it on Previews World. Soon to be an original
Jesus.
series on Disney Plus.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ballsy, but I'll check it out.
But
Yeah,
honestly,
okay.
other than this, it's probably like not for me. Like I really don't care about making Harriet Tubman a Demon Slayer. That's just man.
I know, right? Well, like, why do we need to do that? Why do we need to make Abraham Lincoln a vampire slayer?
Yeah.
I don't understand, but all right.
I'd probably watch the show, but to read the comic, I'm like, nah, it's not for me.
Right. I am going to pick up this cover, though. I got to grab this. Every time I see these Captain America homage covers, I pick them up. So, Baker, I swear I'm saying the same thing. Is he messing with me?
No, I swear.
Oh, I believe you. It's just, it sounds so crazy. Wow.
Dude, open it up on Previews World.
I believe it. All right. Next up, we've got Heat Seekers, a Gun Honey series #3 from Titan Comics. This is the FOC Virgin variant by Lyrics. Yeah, we'll go with Lyrics.
Sure.
Which is, just a nice, fantastic pinup cover. I don't know if you guys have been reading the Gun Honey stuff at all, but it's not horrible.
I actually haven't read it, so
It's not bad. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
the greatest read in the world or anything by any means, but it's not bad. So,
yeah, okay.
I remember only picking up the first issue in the first volume. I think it was an art germ or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Or something like that. But yeah, I do. This is optioned as well, so I think that's what got the initial hype onto it. But other than that, honestly, I thought this was a Poison Ivy cover. So yeah,
It could be right.
Yeah, I like Lyrics' artwork. That very nice like anime digital style. But other than that, it's a pass.
Right, just a cover by if you're into it. Other than that, like I said, it's been a decent read. Not the greatest read in the world, not the worst by any means. So definitely has its share of fans out there. All right. Next up, we're getting a new series from Image Comics called Kill Your Darlings #1. This is the Ryan Stegman variant, and man, just on the strength of this cover alone, I was picking this shit up. You got some creepy little kid there, bunch of slaughtered like stuffed animals or some shit, blood everywhere. I had to grab this cover, sure. And the story, I mean, it's another one of the Image style horror stories coming out, so it's hard to say. Some of them have been very hit, some of them have been very miss. What do you think? You guys checking this one out?
I'm going to check it out solely based on Hero, aka Paul, his word. I guess the retailers got like an early copy. He couldn't tell me anything, but he said it was very enjoyable and he quite liked where they were going. So
yeah, cool. He said the same thing to me the other day as well. And not only that, I mean, how often do you ever see Ryan Stegman doing a variant cover like that's not like on Marvel? So that's or I mean, even something that's that he's not working on, like Vanish and stuff like that. So this is nice that he did something a little that you wouldn't expect.
Also, can confirm, yes, Marvel, you are correct. I just checked the reviews, and it is coming to Disney Plus soon. Harriet Tubman, Demon Slayer.
That is insanity to me.
Yeah.
Dane Delatore, what's going on? How you doing this afternoon? All right. Let's see. Next up, we've got Sabrina the Teenage Witch Annual Spectacular coming out from Archie Comics, and we'll go ahead and mention this one because apparently we're getting the first appearance of Jade and Sapphire. They are apparently like sidekicks to that other recent new character, Amber Nightstone, that Archie fans, I guess, kind of went nuts for or something like that. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a whole lot about Archie.
You know more than me, man.
Yeah.
I do know. I think that it was said this was a Dan Parent cover, and those usually have some appeal to Archie fans too. So
yeah, that's fair. Okay, right on.
I mean, it might be worth picking up if you're, obviously if you're an Archie fan, definitely, or for a potential quick flip. You never know.
Yeah, true.
I wonder how many issues of Archie Comics get printed. Like, I honestly can't imagine that there's a huge print number, but I bet they have their dedicated fans that have the whole collection. So,
I'm sure they do. They definitely got a fucking following.
There has to be.
Sure. Yeah, to be able to print as long as they have, even if it's not huge numbers, as long as they have. I mean, there's a very strong following.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of second prints, we've got Sacrificers #1 getting a second printing. New series from Rick Remender. The first issue was the first issue was awesome. Did you guys read it?
I didn't, man. Like I said, life's been a little busy these last few weeks, but
read that one.
I'm on holidays next week, so I'm gonna add it to the list.
Time to catch up.
Exactly.
You got this, and you got Poison Ivy to read. So you got your redhead set. So,
give me a day; it'll all be done.
I did not read #1. I think I have the free comic book day issue just kind of kicking around because I meant to read it, but it's not really high on the priority list. I'm trying to trim back on how much I read, and I only got so much, capacity for sci-fi.
Well, I'll tell you, Marvel, this one you should probably go ahead and just throw it back on the list because it's pretty good so far. I mean, it is only one issue deep, but yeah, more Archie magic. You know what I actually would like to see more from Archie is the horror stuff that they do every now and then. Like I always grab their horror stuff, their horror vibe stuff, which they do use Sabrina and those characters in that every now and then. But that stuff's always fun. So.
Oh yeah, like the Chilling Adventures type of stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So, all right. Gonna have to get you two on the Sacrificers. I think we've got, last but not least, we have Usagi Yojimbo, Fire and Ice #1 from Dark Horse Comics, obviously written and the arts by Stan Sakai. This is actually a Scotty Young variant. It's gonna be a tough 9/8 on that one with all that fucking white, but it's just great Usagi cover.
Mhm.
Fantastic Usagi cover. So, dude, this is where you're going to jump on Usagi, right? Dude, you're muted.
It was yeah, I guess so. Would this be a good hopping on point? I've read nothing about Usagi, so I don't know where a good hopping on point would be. I'm just looking for the right time.
I will be honest. So, this issue from the synopsis that I read does tie directly into the main series. So it
Okay.
kind of feels like it actually might be a good spot to jump on. Like if they're pulling this part out for its own special thing, like it feels like maybe that's a good spot to jump on.
Yeah, just to get an introduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You know what, Face? I'll check it out as well.
There we
We'll add
go.
it to the list.
I mean, look at that cover. How are you gonna pass it up? It's a fucking ninja rabbit. I'm sorry.
That is
I
a very
mean, I
surprising
pass
number.
up mutated turtles all the time, so
fair.
sorry, hype.
You're just saying that because hype's not in the chat right now.
Right.
This is honestly a very surprising Scotty. It doesn't really look like him very much.
No, not at
actually,
all.
the title's actually called Usagi Yojimbo Ice and Snow, by the way.
Oh, is it Ice and Snow?
Yeah. But close
Okay,
enough.
previous had it as Fire and Ice for some reason.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I don't know why. They must have changed it.
I've never really been at one for Usagi, and even with the show, I never got into it. So, like, dude, I wouldn't know where to start. But I mean, you really need to know a whole lot, anyway. So, I mean, maybe I'll find somewhere to jump into. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Just looking for the right point.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Come on, Dark Horse.
I can't guarantee it, but it does feel like this might be a decent spot to jump on Usagi. And Usagi is always a good read. So, definitely.
And the 1 in 25 for this is like a banger, too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that one's going to be hard.
That's going to be tough to find. Yeah.
That's going to be an expensive find.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, that's the FOC that we have for you this week. Those are the ones that we're taking a look at.
Not bad.
Yeah. Nothing
Yeah,
crazy. Nothing crazy.
Not a heavy week this week.
No.
Cover buys, just some decent reads,
Yeah.
normal week. So
We need weeks like this.
right, we definitely do.
Yeah.
I find doing FOCs now a little harder because everything isn't as streamlined as it was before. Now that they're under Lunar, and then there's Image, Marvel, and then Boom, and then everything else. So I'm like, damn it! It just makes it like the everything else category. It's just too much to look at sometimes, that I'm like, I can't even be bothered.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, dude, you want to tell them what we got coming up?
Yeah. So coming up, we're gonna have Sunday night. Our boy BC is gonna be doing this thing over on his channel, 9 p.m. Eastern time, looking at the market talk. And then we got our weekly Monday live show, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Previously on, we're gonna be going over comic news. We're gonna be going over top comic book day picks for that week. We're going to be doing our brackets. They're coming back, guys. They're coming back.
Yep, they're back.
And we're going to do some trade centers, guys. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you like, subscribe, and you hit that notification bell so you stay up to date. We're dropping some more shorts. So, yeah, guys, you're going to want to check those out. Other than that, it's going to be our off week for the Hall show. And then you'll see us back here next Saturday doing our thing, going over previews, guys. How do you guys like the slides, by the way? I'm curious to know, you guys in the chat. We went back to slides, just streamlined it a little more, make it a little easier, more direct, more focused. Do you guys like it? Do you guys, want some changes? Let us know in the chat.
A little bit of a bias, but I kind of love it.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, I like the slides as opposed to the preview because it gives us the advantage of kind of skipping over some stuff that might not really have like a whole lot of relevance or whatever, and it's just
exactly. Or if we're not reading the series or collecting it, what's the point in mentioning it? Right. We don't really have that much info we can give if we're not reading the series. So,
all right, guys. Well, that's the show that we got for you this week. So we're gonna go ahead and get on out of here. We appreciate
Peace,
you joining us,
guys.
and we hope to see you back here next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the good YouTube stuff.
Always.
Later, guys.
Deuces.